Okay, it's time for piano. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm excited today because we are going to be learning the Game of Thrones theme song. So this is going to be fun. It'll be a little bit trickier than some of the other Learn With Me songs that we've had. But I have no doubt that with really great practice, you're going to be able to learn this piece, okay? I rate it sort of like a late intermediate level. So if you're not quite into intermediate piano music yet, this might be a little tricky for you, okay? If you want to explore it, that's perfectly fine. Maybe you just stick to the melody or something similar, okay? Well, I've printed out my music and I've got it in my file folder, okay? And I'll put it here. Before we actually get started though, a couple things you can do for me, okay? If you can like and share this video, you know that helps me, okay? I would love to see those thumbs up on there and share buttons and everything being used, all right? The next thing, of course, is please subscribe, right? So I have plenty of piano lessons at the intermediate level, as well as my beginner series for young children, 4 to 6, children ages 7 to 12, and then my adults and teens series. So I have tons and tons of lesson videos. If you want to learn piano with me, you know what to do. Subscribe. The next thing, of course, is I have a Discord community. Yeah, so my Discord is actually really wonderful because that's where you're going to get that interaction with me, right? So you can post little videos of yourself practicing certain sections of a piece, and I can go over it and we can work on it together, okay? You're separated out into your classes. You have full range of connecting with more piano learners in the community, and we do a lot of fun stuff on there, so I'd love to have you. All right. Next, of course, is I'm on Patreon, right? So if you want to help keep these lessons coming, this is the best way to do that. So just find a donation level that works for you from $3 a month up to $90 a month, and you get various things from me, right? At the $90 tier, you get 2 monthly lessons with me every month. So if that's something that you're looking for and you want to have that private time with me, go ahead and sign up at the elite tier level, okay? But if not, there's other ones available too, from $3, 5, 10, I think we've got 20 and 50. So I'd love to see you there. All right. Thank you so much. Yay, let's get to the music. So Game of Thrones is like one of my favorite shows. I was like completely like floored at various points in the series with just like the imagination of the directors and the writer. Like, good grief, like so creative people. Such creative people. So we were lucky enough to find a version of the Game of Thrones theme on MuseScore that was available for free. Woohoo! And we are going to learn that today, okay? So a couple things to talk about before we actually play anything. Let's talk about the key, okay? We got to figure out what key this song is in, all right? So let's do our clue. All right, look at the very beginning of your piece and see the key signature. How many sharps or flats do you see? I see 3 flats, okay? Now, in order to find out if this is going to be an E flat major or a C minor song, since those are the 2 keys that have 3 flats, we are going to play the first chord, the opening chord, and we're going to play the final note of the whole piece, okay? So let's see what that sounds like, all right? We've got, looks like a low C fifth, open 5th, and then the first note in the right hand is a G. So those C's and G's are giving me a hint, right? This might be C minor, so that's a good thing, all right? Now let's look at the very end of the piece. At the very end of the piece, I see a C with a fermata And I see a couple measures before that, we have a low C. Is that giving you your hint? Yes, okay, so this piece is gonna be in C minor. So that's really good. That's very, very good. If you wanna do a nice warm up in C minor, I recommend doing a C minor scale 2 octaves, okay? If you wanna add that to your technique practice, okay? Nice, so we have a pretty good idea of how this is supposed to go, okay? Now, there's some really interesting stuff happening in this piece. If you've seen the show, if you've watched the opening credits, you know it's like this building, dramatic opening. Bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum, and then it takes the flat away, right? It's very like driving, like you've got a mission, right? There's a mission going on, right? You're conquering those thrones, right? So we really have to emulate that, right? In our piano music. Now, I have divided this piece into 3 sections, okay? So before we even jump into the notes, let's talk about those sections, okay? I have written section 1 is going to be measures 1 through 40, okay? You can see that I've done that. I put a big number 1 at the top, and I've come all the way down here until you get to this measure right here. See, I put a little, kind of like a double bar line. That's going to be my section 1, okay? Now, section 2 measures 41 through 56, okay? So starting there at the end of that, all my music. The end of that section 1 here, starting there at the bottom, there's my big number 2, right? And then on the second page, you can see at the end of that second line, I put another little double bar, okay? Now, section 3 is going to start at measure 57 and go all the way to the last line, the 4th measure. That will be 82, 83, 84. The end of 84, where it has a fortissimo, okay? And then I put another little double bar, and then I wrote the word theme, okay? And the theme is just 2 lines long. You'll see it here. This little bit down here, and then this little bit up at the top, okay? Yes. I did that on purpose because as we're learning this piece, I'm going to be speaking about certain sections, okay? So if you have your sections notated, it will make a lot more sense then, okay? Now, on to the music. Let's start with section 1, left hand, okay? Now, we know we're in C minor, okay? I'm going to switch to piano view so we can talk about our fingers and our notes, okay? So looking here, first measure, first line. We're starting at this C position below our typical C position, okay? And it starts with an open 5th, right? You'll notice that almost the entire line is full of these, but they're tied, okay? So with a 3/4 time signature, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now at the second line, measure 11, we play it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now it switches to a G open 5th. Ready? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another 3, 1, 2, 3. Now it goes down to a B flat on the bottom with an F open 5th. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now up to an F open 5th. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, staccato. And then at the beginning of line 4, we're back to our C open 5th. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Up to G. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Down down to B flat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back to C. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of section 1. Were you able to keep up? I think you probably were. Once you understand those patterns with those open fifths, it's fairly simple, okay? I wrote down the bottom note of each open fifth, so I knew where my pinky was going, okay? So I've written down like a bunch of C's under the C fifths, and then G's under the G fifths, then B flats, then F's, and then back to C's, okay? You also notice that the rhythmic pattern changed, right? We opened the whole piece with dotted half note ties, right? So you hold it down for 6 beats for each one. But then it changed at the end of line 3, going into measure 25. It does this like half note staccato quarter pattern. Bum, 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 bum. It's really cool. It's like that driving force again, right? You're getting the feel for the song. It's pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. All right. Now, that was left hand section 1. Let's go over right hand section 1. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take it in pieces. That's the best way to handle this because it's quite a difficult piece and we need to make sure that we've mastered each section. And it also helps you when you're practicing. Say for the first couple of days, you're only going to work on section 1. It helps manage it a little bit better so it's not so daunting. Okay? All right, let's try that right hand, section 1. I'll switch to piano view so we can watch and learn. Okay. Ooh, this is the fun part. Okay. So right hand is going to actually begin in a C position, okay? But remember, this is C minor. So we actually have to flat our E, okay? So make sure that finger 3 is on an E flat, okay? Now the opening rhythm, if you are familiar with the show, you will recognize it quite a bit, okay? It's quarter, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, quarter, eighth, eighth, okay? Starts with the high G, G, C, okay? So let me count off and let's see how this goes, all right? 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. G, C, G, C. E natural, that's different. G, 2, 3, 2, C, 2, 3. 2, C, E flat F, and then you have a B flat D, and then you need to stretch your thumb down to low G. All those are B flats. Staccato, staccato. Now F with your pinky. 1, 2, 3, down to B flat, 2, 3, 4th D, F, 2, down to B flat, E flat, D, and then we have C and A flat. Take a look. I'm using my thumb and pointer. And then stretch your thumb down to F. There's their double flats, right? F, A flat. Now up to pinky G again. 1, 2, 3, down to C, 2, 3. 3rd F, G, 2, down to C. E flat, F, B flat. G, B flat, F, 2, 3, down to B flat, 2, 3. 4th D, F, 2, B flat, E flat, D. Okay, you noticed probably at the end of that section 1, I think when we got to measures 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, I messed up. Yeah, that's actually, it surprised me. When I was practicing this before, I had automatically been going down to an F. That was wrong. So I made a mistake there. So at measure 37, where it has the A flat C, it's actually only going down to a G after that for the quarter. So I'm going to circle all those G's because I know I'm going to miss them. All right, let me do that real quick. G, 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 G. Okay, I'm going to write the letter G on top of that. I will also show that to you so you know what I mean. You see those G's I just wrote in on that fourth line? Yes. All right, excellent. Wonderful. Now, I'm kind of curious. I want to play these section 1 hands together. It's not going to sound that pretty because I have no dynamics. I'm not really managing my tempo very much because we're just kind of learning this. But I want you to be able to hear how that theme is coming through, okay? So bear with me. I'll switch to piano view, okay? And I'll take it a little bit slower, okay? Here we go. Section 1 only, all right? Don't get your hopes up. Let's give this a try. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. I think that was like the best tempo I could have chosen because it was just quick enough for me to pick that melody through all of the extra stuff, but also slow enough for me to not fumble, right? Between the communication between my brain and my fingers, right? I was able to keep it up, right? So I like that tempo. It's manageable for me, okay? Remember, playing hands together on the very first day, 10, 12 minutes into lesson is not necessarily realistic for someone just starting this piece, okay? Give yourself a few days to really master section 1, okay? But now we've got to learn section 2, okay? I'm not here to practice, I'm here to teach. So let's start looking at section 2, okay? Section 2, remember, is measures 41 through 56, all right? This is 3 solid lines of music. We're going to begin with the left hand. New pattern, okay? We have switched the left hand to 8th notes, so it's going to feel a lot quicker. It's going to feel like it's moving, okay? So I'm going to switch to piano view. Let's see what happens. Okay. Woohoo, I love this. Now left hand, we're starting at that low C, but remember, these are arpeggiated chords. So we're going to have to do some funky fingers, okay? We're going to be doing C, G, C, crossover, 3. Oh wait, that's wrong. Ha ha! We need an E flat. Hello, Izzy. Okay, so it's going to be C, G, C, back to C, G, C, E flat, G. You see those fingers I'm crossing over? Right? Yeah, so that's the opening one, right? It looks like we're going to be doing those arpeggiated C minor chords, 4 measures, okay? 3, 4. Then it changes. Now we're going to pinky on G, and it's a continuous pattern right here under your hand in the octave. G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D, G, D. Right? And then from there, it's B flat on the bottom. So my pinky is going to go down here to a B flat. So B flat, F, B flat. And that's the pattern. This is at the top of the second page, measures 49 through 49, 50, 51, 52. 4 measures of that. Okay, 4. 4. So let's see how that sounds. Excellent. At 53, we're going back down to low C. Then it's 3/5. Right? Very good. All right, let's play 41 to 56 all the way through just the left hand, okay? I'm going to start here at that low C again. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. To get really cool there. Now, let's switch to the right hand. Okay, right hand section 2, starting at 41. It starts on a G that goes down to a C. All right, it looks pretty straightforward. Okay, so we may not have to work on this one quite as much. Okay, let's switch back to piano view so we can follow along. Okay, right hand on G. I'm gonna count off. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2, 3. Ready, and play. 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3. C, 2, E, 1, 2, 2, D, B flat, D, F, 2, 3, B flat, 2, 3, D, 2, E flat, D, 2, 3, C, G. Okay, pretty good. I messed up a little bit at the bottom. That's okay, it happens. Yeah, so at measure 41, 42, 43, 40, 44, I got a little confused. I was expecting the full melody to be in the right hand, but it looks like it's in combination with the left hand, okay? So I'll just have to make a note of that C half note and then the D half notes that follow, okay? I'm gonna try section B, hands together, all right? I'm gonna take it slow though. Take it slow, take it slow. Let's see how it sounds. All right, let's see if I can recall that tempo that I had taken before. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. telling you, when you take it the tempo down a notch or two or four, it helps because it doesn't feel overwhelming to you as you're learning the piece, right? All right, now we've got to start diving into section 3. This is where it starts kind of like flirting with the relative major, right? So like E flat major is the relative major of C minor. So this is where it starts to do that, right? So I see this. I see that. You hear that root, right? The E flat, there it is. So that's kind of where it's starting to do that at section 3. Measure 57. Okay, this is why I have you mark your music. All right, but let's start with the left hand because that's, the easiest way to begin this section, okay? We're going to be on an open 5th A flat. Ooh, how nice. All right. I'll switch to piano view so we can follow along, beginning at measure 57, okay? All right, boo, 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 57, A flat. We're down here. Beautiful, A flat with an E flat on top. So there's that pattern. Here we go. A flat, down to E flat and B flat. Up to F and C. Down to C. Now down to A flat, down an octave. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, down to G, 2, 3, then back to C, 2, C, C, 2. E flat. Now the rhythm changes. A flat, E flat, F, C, A flat, quarter, down to G, then it ends on C. Yeah, and then that's the ending theme. Excellent job, my good gracious. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I like that left hand because it's developing the relative major, right? It's like coming to life, right? It's sort of the little bit of light in the darkness of the opening theme of Game of Thrones, right? Very cool. Very straightforward though for the left hand, okay? Now the trickiness comes into the melody of the right hand of section 3. So let's go over that section because I know it's going to be a little bit hard, okay? All right, let's give it a try. Okay, so we are starting at 57, and that's going to be, okay, pinky on C up here, thumb on E flat, okay? Remember, we're doing relative major. Let's see how this section goes, okay? I'll take it very slowly. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. C, E flat, A flat, C, E flat, A flat, C, B flat, E flat, G, A flat, B flat, E flat, G, B flat, A flat. Now stretch to C, F, G, A flat, C, G, A flat, G, C, E flat, F, G, C, E flat, F, E flat, stretch to A flat, C, D, E flat, A flat, C, D, E flat, A flat, E flat, F, E flat, F. Look, I ran out of fingers. I'm going to put my pinky now on that G. G, C. Kind of like the opening. A flat, B flat, C, E flat. A flat, C, F, G, A flat, C. Yeah, that's tricky. Definitely tricky. Like some of those note names, like, God, I can't believe I said so many note names at once. But if it helps you, like, I'll do the work. I mean, it's fine. The fingers are kind of funky, I'm not gonna lie. So whatever fingers I'm using on the video, they're mere suggestions, okay? If you find that a different set or a different pattern of fingers works better for you and your hand, that's perfectly fine. Extract the phrase, work out the fingers that work for you, then write them down, okay? Because if you can keep that pattern that works for you in the piece, I promise you'll feel that much more confident about it, okay? Just because I do weird fingers here on the video doesn't mean you have to do these fingers. They're suggested fingers, but at the late intermediate level, you should be able to figure out which fingers are working good for you, okay? Let's try section 3 hands together. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can do it, but I can definitely try. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna take it that super slow tempo that I did, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Better than I thought I would. Okay, yeah, that's a hard section. I'm gonna have to practice that one myself and really work on that, those changes in there. I circled several little teeny tiny note patterns because I knew that I would constantly mess those up. So if you need to do that, go ahead and do that as well, okay? The last thing remaining is the last few measures of the entire piece. Notice the last line of page 2 has fortissimo. So this is like the climax. This is it, y'all. So this is where it happens, right? We are going to try this hands together because it's just a return to the opening theme, okay? With a slightly different and quieter ending, okay? So let me see how it sounds, and you can see how it sounds as well. Okay, so we just got done playing this, right? And then we go back to C. And that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's very doable, that ending, right? Let's see if we can play it once more. I'm going to get back into it. Here we are with the C, and then our C fifth down below. Ready? 1, 2, 3, ready, and play. Beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really, really very nice. Good. Yay! Then we just learned all of Game of Thrones. Very nice. I like it. You've done a remarkable job. It's been 35 minutes. I'm proud of you. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing for you now because I would like to practice. Okay? This is choppy. I don't really know why, but that's okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's end it here. Don't forget to subscribe. Join our Discord. Please consider a pledge on Patreon. Okay. Thanks for joining me for Learn With Me. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Okay. Bye.